with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother Tim. And today, there's a little football game on today, and we're going to be going over that. There's obviously other games going on. I think there's 2 games in the NHL, 2 games in the NBA. I'll be honest, I didn't cap the NBA, and I did cap the NHL, and nothing really graded that well. So, my main focus is on the football game tonight. Obviously, we have Super Bowl 58. The Niners.
Superb Owl.
The Superb Owl, 58, the Niners, and the Chiefs. So we'll be going over that. We'll be looking at – I'm on the side. I know Tim likes the total. We'll probably look at some props and things along those lines. Not going to be a super long show, but we will be talking everything and anything football and Super Bowl 58. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Slight down day, but should have been a positive day if only the Arizona Coyotes could have held a 4-2 lead in the third period. But that's beyond the point. But let's get into what happened yesterday. College basketball was basically break even. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9 with some small money line losers there, down 0.05 units. IPFW started off 4-0 on the day. IPFW minus 11.5. They won pretty dominantly, I think 92-65. Alabama, Tim, looks like a threat to make a deep run in the bracket this year. If they're going to continue to shoot the way they shot yesterday against LSU, I think they dropped 109. And they lead the nation in 100-point games this year.
Yep.
Something along those lines. Their offense is amazing, and they finally got some players back from injuries and things along those lines, where that's why they struggled to start the year. Alabama looks really good for college basketball. South Carolina laid the 12. They were down 4 at halftime, and they won the game by 15. So that was a nice little result there. Richmond Spiders minus 10 was a winner as well. For me, I think they won by 14 or 16 or something along those lines. Evansville, that was a heartbreaker there. I had the +8. We cashed that. I had the +305 money line. They, with I think 4 seconds, had 2 free throws. They missed them both. And then Murray's tie game, by the way. It was a tie game. They had 2 free throws, missed them both. Murray State went down and drained a 3. That's how I lost the money line. That was fun. Northern Kentucky, they were up and covering for a decent amount of the game, and they won by 12 when we had 13.5, so that was no good. Kent State loses by 10, +5, +180, no good there. Baylor +8 was a winner. They had multiple opportunities to tie the game late, and they failed. A couple nice open 3 looks there, down 3 late, did not get the job done. Michigan was a blowout loser, never had a shot. Really, they were down like 20, 12 minutes into the game, and then they just didn't do anything there. New Hampshire was up late. They were covering for most of the game. We had them -4, so they win by 3. So that was fun. UCI had a good start to the game, and then by halftime they were down big, and then they lose outright as 8-point favorites. Just when I started talking about Irvine being one of those teams that can pull off an upset in the first round of the bracket, which I still think they could. And then we ended off the night with St. Mary's, who's been a covering machine as of late. They win by 25. We laid the 18.5 with them there. And then in hockey yesterday, went 3, 5, and 1 yesterday. Started off with 2 losers. And while paying attention to the scores of those games, both games were tied. Both games were 3-2 at one point, and the wrong team tied it up at 3. Because I needed Montreal to tie it up. They end up not, and they lost that game 3-2. And I needed that Vancouver-Detroit game to stay under 6.5, and Detroit tied it up at 3, went to overtime, went to a shootout, and won the game in a shootout. And of course, I was trying to decide between the Red Wings and the under, and I go under and not the Red Wings. And the Red Wings win the game, but the game goes over. So that was fun. Florida shuts out Colorado. Very impressive win there for the Florida Panthers as they continue, for me, to be my Stanley Cup pick this year. I've been saying this for, I think, close to 2 months now, that the Florida Panthers are the best team in hockey, and they're going to win the Stanley Cup this year. And I still need to get on those futures for the Panthers to win the Cup this year. The one time I bet Carolina, and they get goalied by Vitek Vanacek. They end up winning in overtime, so I pushed the -1.
Did you see their jerseys?
Yeah, they wore the Whalers jerseys.
Yeah,
but I also had their team total over 3.5, and their first goal was in overtime. So definitely did not have a matchup between Vitek Vanacek and Pyotr Kochetkov being 0-0 heading into overtime. That was a pathetic display of, actually, it was really good goaltending, because when I watched the overtime, I noticed that combined there was over 60 shots on goal in that game. And that game should have, I kind of want to take a look real quick at what those expected goal numbers were in that game, because that game had to have had like 7 expected goals. Like, that was one of those games where you get that many opportunities, that many chances, and the Hurricanes are a team that usually limits those opportunities for their opponents. So 3.14 to 2. Okay, so there's a decent amount of shots on goal, but a lot of them were from the blue line and from beyond the circle, beyond the face-off dots, low danger chances. Okay, so that's fine. Ottawa, and I kind of want to talk about something here with that Ottawa game. +120, they get the job done. Up 4-3 with about 5 seconds left. Greg for Ottawa gets a breakaway towards an empty net. And instead of just letting the puck glide into the empty net, the guy goes and slap shots from about 3 feet away. And he gets it in. All right, cool. He slap shots an empty net.
Yep.
About 4 seconds to go.
Yep, I live bet the Sens puck line. Never know.
To celebrate with his teammates, Morgan Riley takes exception to that and goes, "I'm going to cross this check this guy in the neck." Morgan Riley should be suspended for multiple games. That's probably one thing that will happen for that. I'm sorry, I get it. You're upset. You lost the game, and the guy, that was kind of an unwritten rule in hockey. You don't slap shot into an empty net. But on the flip side, slap shot a little harder. Like, I love when people do that sometimes just to piss people off. I like it. It's funny. But, like, I like that.
This shows how soft hockey players are.
I probably was a little biased because I had the Senators money line, so that basically locked up my bet.
I live bet the Sens puck line. So.
Oh, that was great.
Like, yeah, I watched that. I'm like, ha, nice.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, all of a sudden you see the alert, slap shot. Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, slap shot into the empty net. That was great. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if what do you call it there? If Morgan Riley gets suspended for that. Columbus +150. They made it interesting, but I knew exactly what was going to happen. They were down 3-0 heading into the third period. They made it 3-2, and when they made it 3-2, I'm like, they're going to just get my hopes up just to this game to finish 4-2. Game finishes 4-2. The Arizona Coyotes. It was 2-2 heading into the third period. They score 2 quick goals, make it 4-2. I'm thinking, ooh, I actually have a chance to win this play. Within a few more minutes, Nashville has tied it, and then they lose in overtime. That one was a heartbreaker at the end of the night, one that I needed to go right in order to have a winning day. And then the final game, the easiest play on the board, the only play we had up on the site for hockey, it was a 4-0 shutout from Big Save Dave Rittich. He's no longer Red Light Rittich or Big Siv. He was Big Save last night, shutting out the Edmonton Oilers in the first game with the new head coach for the LA Kings. And now the only team to lose with the new head coach this year in their first game, Ottawa, when they blew a 3-0 lead. That was it.
Fire Don Granato.
Yeah, fire Don Granato if you want the Sabres to win a hockey game. But overall, not a great day yesterday, but it is what it is.
Hold on, I'm just putting in.
Did you really just post on Twitter your Puppy Bowl pick?
Shut up. I was gonna bring that up. Don't ruin this, Nick. Come on. So Yesterday on the site was down 0.93 units. It is what it is. Kind of a couple of games that could have went right. We started off nicely with Ruckus. Ruckus was nice. Cuse was not. IPFW was nice. Xavier was not. South Carolina State was nice. Michigan State was nice. My favorite play of college basketball yesterday, Nick. Gators. Blowout win over Auburn. Evansville covered. Northern Kentucky didn't. Cincinnati pushed. The Zags won outright. Kent State did not cover. Baylor covered. Michigan did not. New Hampshire did not. Florida State did not. How about them Aggies of Texas A&M? 16-point win against Tennessee. Very nice there. Irvine, garbage. Kings winner. Colorado gets blown out by Arizona. And Boise State gets blown out by Utah State. Slightly down day. It is what it is. I hit a couple. I went 3-2 in balling out, so I was happy with that. Only one play today on the site at the moment. We'll see where it goes from there. Should be a fun Super Bowl. We'll talk over props and everything. Now, I will say, as Nick mentioned, yes, I put it out there. Team Rough in the Puppy Bowl. I put $5 on it. Sue me. No, I'm kidding.
Where do you find the Puppy Bowl props?
I couldn't find it on Bovada, but I found it on a different thing. So
I can't find the Puppy Bowl odds. That's stupid.
Bovada does not have Puppy Bowl odds. I'm kind of disappointed with that. And then it's about to start. Do damage spot. Phase money line. Phase map 1. Phase map 2. Phase map 3. Phase -1.5. Phase -2.5. I bet them all. Jump on Phase in the IEM finals. Anyways, let's say hi to the chat, and then we'll talk over the Superb Owl. Let's cash Twins. Kansas City for me. Good luck. Niners and the under. No, I don't like the under. Chiefs. We're going to have a lot of people back and forth on this game. So, morning, gentlemen. Morning. There you go. Solid night in NHL. Capitals in the under. Kings in the under. Panthers puck line.
Capitals. There you go.
Untouchable. You cannot say Happy Sabres Day when they lose. It does not work that way. You know what? I'm just skipping over that entire comment. You made me mad. I also got a plus 1,000 3-teamer with Blues, Capitals, Preds.
Nice.
That was high sticking. Should have been a double minor. It should have been. So the Sabres should have been able to get a power play. Boom. Should have been able to tie it up. All of a sudden, we go into overtime and we see how it goes. Instead, the refs took it out of the Sabres' hands, and
that wasn't a high stick.
And a minute later, the Blues score, and the game was ruined. So
the stick was not above his waist.
Thank you, refs, for messing up that game. I got to watch hockey for 2.5 hours for the refs to mess it up. Arizona failed last night. Arizona failed last night. Yes, they did. Tyranny respects the coin. Senators in the over. Senators -1.5. Never in doubt. So I doubled down on it live plus 135. There you go. Jets in the under. The dusty old Penguins. There you go.
I love watching the Penguins lose. It's so fun.
Those two identical people. Yes. What up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Teme, you know the rest. Yeah. Bang, bang, Niner gang. The Chiefs lose today. Don't worry. They'll just shake it off afterwards. Tim, any bets on Austin Villa and Man U? No, I did not bet soccer today. Yo. What up? Basketball was not good. LO, I love when they dribble out the 30 seconds in garbage time. Northern Kentucky -13.5 killed by 5-teamer with UConn, South Carolina, IPFW all spreads, and the Buckeyes money line. Rough. Joe Kryptonite's a Swiftie. He's on the Chiefs first half, the Chiefs money line, Kelsey MVP and Pacheco MVP. There you go. My Scripps and Magic Mahomes gets another ring today, and Taylor Swift okay. So Marcos is a Swiftie too. Got it. God, I hope it's the NFL and not Bachelor. Anyway, NHL under City going under in Montreal again today, under 4.5 sprinkle. I'm not touching hockey at all.
I lean Blues and Canucks. That was my leans today, are Blues and Canucks. I didn't get to either. None of them had enough of an edge because I had the Blues around a 125 and I had the Canucks around a 165 and they're 160 and 120. Wasn't enough for me to bet it.
There you go.
Maybe
MSU, yes. Michigan State got the job done yesterday. That was nice to see. NBA toilet bowl matchup: Grizzlies and Hornets killed a 6-teamer. Well, shouldn't be betting that one. Road Warriors beat the Suns. Apparently, that was a buzzer beater. Hello, Mark.
Yeah. Curry from deep.
Whalers are sweet. Too bad they haven't brought back the blue ones or anyone in particular at the moment. Yeah, I think they should have stayed in Hartford. Mavericks blew OKC out almost by 35 points. There you go. Never in doubt. Ottawa.
Yeah, that was a nice
2 touchdown. McCaffrey 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey 3 touchdowns. That's where you should bet.
Check touchdown. We'll get into it.
Clippers almost lost to the Pistons. They were down and had to come back in the fourth and barely win and beat them. There you go. Well, that's not the first time an empty netter led to a scuffle this season. Flyers connecting got fake tough with Ovechkin when he did similar. Ovechkin's a bitch. Indy went into the Garden and won. New York Knicks starting to lose at home now lately.
They're missing players with injury right now,
and they're overrated.
No, I don't think that. I want to see them lose a few games so we can get those numbers back up on the Eastern Conference and the NBA Finals so I can grab a little Knicks because I missed my line. But, yeah, I'm hoping they lose some more games so I can get a decent amount there.
Cavs still hot. That's my team to win the East. Well, Puppy Bowl, yes. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Boston and Kansas City today. Oh, and NBA? I didn't bet NBA. Stack spot is George Kittle over 54.5 yards. Good luck.
I like it.
Puppy Bowl. Yes, the Puppy Bowl. 40 whiners. Go Chiefs. No. Boise State let me down. Me too. I'm going to throw some $50 on player props on Man U game. Wilkins and Rashford. Good luck, dude. I see Tim's Mets jersey. I can't see Nick's jersey. You're not going to like it. It's Niners. Heat +6. Good luck. Bet it. Oklahoma City over. Penn State, Niners, FAU, Tulsa, Northern Iowa, and Iowa. We have no college basketball plays today. I will say that. We have nothing in college basketball. Nothing graded out nicely. Okay, I see you, Tim and Nick, riding with the Niners. Yes. Straight bets, not parlays. Good luck. Got alternative line of Chiefs -2.5. Good luck to you. Let's cash on the Chiefs, Joe. Chiefs first half and Purdy interception. Nick, you betting the coin toss? I'm betting tails. Tails on the coin toss.
Heads. It was always heads.
Got a 5-legger, still going strong in soccer. Got 1 game left, trying to see if I can cash out. Threw $150. Man U, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Chivas, and my last one is Juventus. Good luck, dude. Running it back, Blues in the under, Capitals in the under. Screw the Blues.
I think I might want to, just to mess around, maybe throw 2 small bets in on the Blues, Blues Niners 2-teamer and a Canucks Niners 2-teamer. Try to get a little bit of extra action on the Niners tonight at different prices. Maybe that's an interesting way to approach it.
There you go. Let's head into this Super Bowl, shall we?
Yeah, let's get into it here. Let me get the line history up, which this will be, I think, the most important line history we'll read out this year because of just how many sheer tickets are involved in this game. Let's get it started here. Depending on your book, I'm seeing it opened up around 1.5 here on Bet Online, and it's gone from that 1 range to a 1.5 up to a 2. So it's moved a full point in the direction of the San Francisco 49ers. Line opened up at a 47. It's up to a 47.5. So we have a line move towards the Niners, and we have a line move towards the over slightly. You want to take a guess how many tickets Action Network says are on this game at the moment that they've tracked? There's probably more.
I have no clue. There's a lot.
Yeah, usually like with hockey games, they'll be like, 2,000 tickets in, 3,000 tickets in, 5,000 tickets
Million?
in. 1,324,982 tickets in. We have 67% of the tickets and 75% of the cash all over the Kansas City Chiefs. And the market has seen, and also the money line as well, 63% of the tickets and 57% of the cash on the Chiefs. So they're seeing all this money and all these tickets come in on Kansas City, and they've made it more appealing to bet the Chiefs. They're like, you like the Chiefs? You want them at +1? We'll give you +1.5. You like them at +1.5? We'll give you +2. And some 2.5s have popped up. And then we have 50% of the tickets and 66% of the cash is on the under. The line come from 47 to 47.5, and it's really stayed put at 47.5. And the line moved from 47 to 47.5 was within, I think, the first couple minutes of this line being dropped in this spot. And that's telling me that the books, with the amount of action they've taken on this game, have taken a stance. The books are not scared of this Kansas City money at all. They have no fear. They've made it more appealing to bet the Chiefs, which is surprising considering there's over 1.3 million tickets in on this game, and they know everybody's betting the Chiefs today. Give me the Niners at $1.30 is what I got them at. I got 2 units on this game. It's the only thing I'm betting so far. It's the only thing I bet today. Maybe I might get to some props in this game. I like Juszczyk a little bit for a touchdown and for a touchdown / Niners money line. I also had this game projected on a 3. And I know I've seen a few people comment on my video last night that saying, how do I have this game at a 3? Mahomes is better than Purdy. I'll give them that. Mahomes is better than Purdy, but basically every other position on the field, I'll give the edge to the Niners. I'll give the offensive line edge to the Niners. I'll give the wide receivers to the Niners. I give the tight end to the Niners. I think Kittle's better than Kelsey right now. I'll say it. The defense is about even. And the running backs is a huge advantage towards the Niners with Christian McCaffrey, arguably the best player in football. So I'm on the Niners at -130. I'm interested in Kyle Juszczyk at a touchdown. I'm interested in maybe Deebo Samuel for a touchdown. I think he could have a decent game today. Brock Purdy for a touchdown could be very interesting as well. Maybe I attack some touchdown props and things along those lines. I'll probably throw a couple bucks aside just to bet some touchdown props, some player props, and things along those lines. But I'm looking at Juszczyk, Samuel, and Purdy, I think, for touchdown props as well, if I had to get involved here in this one. But I'm on the 49ers, -130 for 2 units, my biggest bet so far this year.
Good luck to you. We'll start it off by I like the over. The over is my main play in this one, and it's mainly because I feel like we're going to get a chunk from the Niners side. I think we're going to get 31 area from the Niners side at the bare minimum, and I think we're going to see a solid chunk from the a little bit from Kansas City as well in order to push this one over. So for me, I like the over. I think we're going to get some points. And if you like Kansas City, you like the under. If you like San Fran, you like the over, because if San Fran's winning, it's because they're putting up 35 points. If the only way that these Chiefs win this game is by keeping this game close, and I don't really see that happening. It would be a lean towards the Niners, but I'm not touching a side in this one. I did bet McCaffrey props over 1.5 touchdowns, over 2.5 touchdowns. The over 1.5 touchdowns is +225. The over 2.5 touchdowns is 9-1. Juszczyk touchdown is 8-1. And then I got the running back / fullback MVP of the game at 345. And then yes, I bet the tails. And then I was kind of looking towards the national anthem over, as well as kind of I know it's more degenerate action, but I was kind of looking that way as well, kind of because I see a lot of people on the under. I think it goes over by 1 or 2 seconds. So Probably going to end up betting the over in the national anthem as well.
There you go. Some national anthem as well there. Also heads. It was always heads, but that's beyond the point.
Back to the China. You can talk to them for a little bit.
Okay. Where do you leave off? I see a lot of chat. It's a lively chat today.
Yes, it is. I wonder why. Right here. We have no college basketball plays today. None.
There you go. Untouchable saying tails for me.
Yes, tails.
Markets are not giving a shit about all the money on the Chiefs and still making them underdogs. Not only making them underdogs, making them bigger underdogs. The line has moved towards the Niners. Trent doesn't deserve to cash on Niners money line. Who cares? He's one person on Twitter. Kelsey anytime touchdown. Pacheco anytime touchdown. Saying Mahomie. Chiefs to score the first touchdown. Pop, lock, and drop it. Good luck, Joe Kryptonite. If San Fran falls behind, Kansas City will cruise. Purdy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Because I unless they fall behind by, I think, multiple scores, that's when you would have to worry about that. Because if they're only down like 3 or 7, they're still going to be able to pound the rock with McCaffrey and all that, so they'll be fine. 1 million bets, 75% of the money on the Chiefs. Line isn't moving. Chiefs bettors need to wake up. Agreed. Purdy for an interception. I would look more Mahomes interception. I would look more towards Mahomes interception.
Is there
Elijah Mitchell? That's an interesting look. Elijah Mitchell. Because I think he's got decent number. 8-1 for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. Not a bad look. Yeah, I have an 8-teamer that relies on KC and the under to go right for it to hit. Okay. Do you see the score? Do you see the score more in the first half or the second half? I would say that's a good one. I don't know. I would say second half. I'd say second half. Valdez-Scantling over 1.5 receptions. That's an interesting little prop there. Chiefs to score first and win plus 215. Where do you find those weird props? I want to try Gatorade colors. Clear Gatorade. That'd be my pick. Clear Gatorade. Race to 35, neither. 31-27 Niners, then that cashes. There you go. I'll take the Chiefs even down 21. Ayuk versus Rice receiving yards. Ayuk, I would say Ayuk. And you can get Ayuk for a touchdown at what was it? Plus 170 for Ayuk touchdown. I'm only gonna throw 0.2 units each at these, but we're gonna go Kyle Juszczyk 7-1. We're gonna go with kind of want to take some George Kittle at a plus 160, the better tight end. McCaffrey's minus 286. Unfortunately, he is not playable. I am going to grab Kittle. Here, Kittle. Plus 160. And there was another one I was interested in. Ray McLeod, 19-1. That's interesting. But Brock Purdy, 7-1. If you think that's a potential option there. I want Juszczyk. I'm going to go Kittle, Ayuk, and Juszczyk. Those are going to be the three I'm going to go with. 0.2 units each. 7-1 on Juszczyk. Plus 160 on Kittle. And plus 170 on Ayuk. I'm going to go with those three as well. There we go. Are they limiting me on one of these? Why is it saying, and I'm not even betting that much. Submit 2 bets. It's allowing me to bet Juszczyk. All right, that's cool. Which one is it limiting me on? Limiting me on Ayuk for whatever reason. Interesting. And I'm not even betting that much on these. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm going to be moving on those 3 guys to score a touchdown. Kittle, Juszczyk, and Ayuk. Those are my 3. And I get it. McCaffrey can easily be punching in 2 touchdowns today. Very well could. But I had full intentions on on betting Juszczyk, and then Kittle, trying to prove he's the better tight end because these are the two best tight ends in the league playing today. So I'm gonna move on those as well for touchdown props, and I'm probably gonna throw a small bet on Juszczyk touchdown and Niners to win, which I saw was like 15-1.
That works. There you go. Keep going with the chat, and then we'll kind of we'll be ending soon. So
yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, now I'm trying to get the Ayuk bet to go through. Here we go. You able to touch back on the chat there?
Where did you leave off?
This one.
Really just need both teams to score a rushing touchdown. Okay. Touchback for opening kickoff, but it's in the Niners. If it's the Niners, get the first crack on it's getting returned. How about NHL today? Did you guys look at it today at all? At all today, or total focus on?
I did run my numbers for it. My numbers are pretty spot on. I might throw small bets just to get more action on the Niners, on Blues money line and Niners money line, and then Canucks money line, Niners money line, just to try to tie things up with the late game tonight and have everything rely on the Niners kind of deal, just to be a little bit more degenerate. So maybe that's the way I approach it.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, no, like I'm trying to have fun with this, and I'm literally talking like small 0.2 unit bet on Blues and Niners, and then on Canucks and Niners. Like that's all I'm talking about when I'm taking these type of bets. So let's throw small bets on these as well. We're doing Blues Niners pays plus 218. So plus 218 Blues and Niners, both money lines. And then Canucks and Niners. It's not going to pay as much, obviously, because Canucks are plus 170 or minus 175. But Canucks and Niners will pay plus 178. So I'm gonna play. These are not official plays. This is just me being degenerate and wanting some early action as well. And maybe I find like a college game to tie another 0.2 unit bet in or something along those lines. Man, I'm gonna probably post these degen plays on my Cappit, but they're not official plays for me. I'm just having fun with it. Demko, sorry, I saw Untouchable saying who's going to start for Vancouver, and I just read it quick. Demko, because DeSmith started yesterday. So there we go.
Kittle.
Kittle.
Best lock in the Super Bowl is the team wearing red will win. Good job. I'm taking Man U. Good luck to you. Who's going to start for Vancouver? You were mentioning that. Do you really think it's Tails? I always grab Tails. Tails hasn't failed for me yet. So there you go.
It failed a couple years ago for you.
Yeah, I've only betted the last 2 years. So I think that's going to be it for today. Once again, we'll kind of mention discipline. Don't go crazy with this game. Just because it's the last game of the year does not mean you have to have hundreds of dollars of bets in it. So no. Have your normal unit size. If you want to go slightly bigger, fine. Don't go crazy. If you're betting $100 bets per game, do not be putting $1,000 on this one just because it's the final game of the season. So bankroll management, everybody. Good luck to everyone who's doing it. Once again, I'm taking the over. I'm going to ride with that, and we'll go from there. Footballs, yes, football. May the best team win, or the Chiefs. And then I like the under even more in that for that Capitals game.
Yeah. By the way, plus 1350 I got for Juszczyk and the Niners to win. I'm also going to throw small bets on Kittle touchdown and Niners to win, and Ayuk touchdown Niners to win.
Right on. And then Red Kingdom, so he's going Niners as well. So there you go. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show Super Bowl edition. Good luck to everybody today. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.